course, I have a scar on this arm. You have to think about it as a huge tunnel, and then they go and lift your skin until they get on the other side. Here's the only wound you have. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dimi and I'm a transgender man, meaning I was born in a body which was assigned as female at birth. I'm on testosterone for almost 7 years now, and I've had almost all surgeries. They're called gender reassignment surgeries, which are available for trans men, meaning the mastectomy, the hysterectomy. I also had several bottom surgeries, which are the phalloplasty surgeries, and I'm explaining on this channel a lot about my surgeries. One of the stages was to have a tube in your forearm as a preparation for a phalloplasty. So if you have a phalloplasty made from your forearm or from the skin or tissue from your forearm, basically what they do is they take a flap of skin from your forearm and either roll it double one way and then the other way to create a urethral tube and the phallus, the penis itself, or they prepare a urethral channel up front. For several months you will have to be wearing a silicone tube under your skin, and then as a next stage you are getting this skin flap removed together with the tube which was created before, and that is becoming your new penis. So now there are questions concerning that tube. How is the feeling when your arm has a hole? It looks painful and inconvenient. The feeling of the arm is really a little bit weird. So, yeah, I'm showing you my healthy, untouched arm. Of course, I have a scar on this arm. This is how this scar looks. And the scar here, I have very big space of healthy skin, because my scar was only taken, or my skin was only taken from here until here, because I was using, or the doctor was using, not the tube-in-tube method, but the prelamination method. You have to think about it as a huge tunnel, like a tunnel you can have in your ear. How is the feeling? The feeling is like when I was touching on top of the tube, like on my skin, which was on top of the tube, it was a bit weird, because it was like sort of a numb feeling a little bit, because the skin here, it still has the nerves and everything, but there is this tube underneath, so it's kind of indirect touch. When I'm touching now my healthy arm, I'm feeling it right away, and I'm feeling with my finger right away that there is flesh underneath. And back then, when the tube was underneath, I was feeling the tube, and the tube was pushing against the flesh underneath. So it was a bit weird feeling, but still it was a normal feeling. The little numbness was also maybe rather in the beginning, the first few weeks after the surgery. It looks painful and inconvenient. Well, the inconvenience, it was not painful. The pain was just in the beginning, in the first 2 weeks, when I had to change the tube. You have to like take it out and wash the wound and put it back in. And the pain was in the very beginning, when the transplanted skin did not fully attach to my arm skin. It looks inconvenient. Well, the inconvenience was rather in the everyday activities, like when I wanted to bend my arm like this, then this tube, which was under my skin, was pushing against my biceps. Or sometimes when I pushed with my bicep against this tube, it was kind of sliding up into my hand, and that was a bit inconvenient. But other than that, it was all cool. I did fix it here and here pretty well, so that I could do everything in my daily life. After about a month or about 6 weeks, when it fully healed, or almost fully healed. For it to heal properly, you have to wait at least 3 months, and better it is to wait for half a year or maybe even 9 months, so that everything heals fully and completely, so that you can take that skin and use it for phalloplasty. Do you always wrap it for 6 months? beginning, you have to wrap it completely because it's a wound, right? Then later on, when it heals, you just have to wrap it here and here so it just doesn't slide up and down too much, as I explained before. How does it feel when you have a stick all the times, and does it intervene with work or activities? Well, I think I just answered that question before. Is it open wounds or closed wound? And how's the hole created? Well, actually, this is the question we should start with. This question I answered before in my video when I explained the difference between the tube-in-tube method and the prelamination method. But let me explain it to you now once again. So, first off, you need to have a skin flap which is transplanted. It's not just that they push a tube under your skin. It's not like that, okay? So, you take a skin flap, something like this, from either an area from your lower belly, or, as in my case, it was taken from my thigh, inner side of my thigh. They take a skin flap and they roll it together so that you have a tube made from skin, okay? They roll it together and they sew it here. Okay, you have a suture here along the side. Then they take your forearm and they take some surgery tool, some kind of tunneling tool. It's going to have a sharp end, and they're gonna like cut one side and go underneath your skin and lift your skin. They lift your skin along your forearm and also cut here. And then they go and lift your skin until they get on the other side. So now you have your skin detached from the lower areas a little bit. Then they take, by the way, when they make this tube, before sewing it together for easier application, they put the tube already inside, the silicone tube. They put it inside, and roll it together here, like this, and then they sew, so that the tube is already inside. You have a silicone tube, and then they have skin wrapped around this tube, the transplant skin. This is the silicone tube, and this is your transplanted skin, and that all together is pushed underneath your skin here, and then they suture this skin, transplanted skin, from the other part of your body to your surrounded skin here, here, and here. Here is going to be your arm. Alright, so here's the elbow, here's your wrist, etc. Okay, so they will suture it here only. Here's the only wound you have, the only openly seen wound, and also here. And here you'll have the, you'll see the tube, and here you'll see the tube, but you're not going to see this skin anymore because it's under your skin, under your forearm skin. Okay, so this is it. I hope this was understandable. Please don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to my channel.